Hey guys, it is Neesin from THS, and I am here with the director of Kingdom Planet of the Apes, Wes Ball. Wes, how you doing today?
Very good. A little tired.
A little
We're
tired.
finishing the movie right now, so you know we'll get through it here.
So my official first question, since we're talking about the movie, like I have questions here written down, but I'm going to toss all of them about the window and first ask how. How
How?
did you create such an incredible piece of art? I've just seen a clip of it. We just stepped out of the panel, and it looks amazing. It looks beautiful. I can't tell what type of special effects you did, and it was only just a little taste, and everybody in that audience was wow to their
Yeah,
feet. So, just how, like, how did you bring such a piece of art, as you're bringing it now, to
yeah.
life?
The first step is hire really, really talented people to do it all for me. you know, it's definitely not me that did any of this stuff. It's first starts with a great actor,
Mhm.
great cinematographer, the sound, music, and of course with Planet of the Apes movies, it's what effects. That's that they are the ones that are bringing the kind of top their top game to this thing. It's insane actually. Yeah, I look at it every day. I look at these shots and final them, and I'm just blown away by what they create. So I hope fans will, appreciate all their hard work too.
I think they have to. I mean, you went from, directing frogs
Right. Oh, you saw that little one, huh?
directing frogs to directing, Maze Runners,
Hmm.
and now you're really taking on such an amazing legacy of a piece and going after
Yeah,
Caesar's reign,
yeah.
basically, right? Like, we're fast forwarding it
No
into
pressure.
yeah, right, no pressure at all, but I wanna talk about that pressure, like, what was it that made you say, "Okay, I don't wanna go pick up right after the War of Planet of the Apes, right after Caesar's, reign or in the middle to tell the story, but I wanna tell a brand new story," and basically, years after that, of people may have forgotten, or apes may have forgotten
Yeah,
who Caesar is.
yeah. Well, I understand that some of the fans, the previous three, were going to question that decision. It's absolutely the right one so that we can tell something fresh and new. And it's very much a movie for this main character of Noah, but also for other characters. It's very much a kind of story about rediscovery. And so, I love the Planet of the Apes movies. I grew up on them. I think the last three, the trilogy, is some of the best, the best trilogy among the best trilogy has ever been made. So, I will say that when I was first asked about what to do about it, I wasn't sure I wanted that I don't know, that responsibility.
Mhm.
Um, but as soon as we kind of freed ourselves up to think about a standalone movie that still honored and respected and lived in the same universe that came before, you could really explore really interesting and new stories. And that's what became really excited. We're not just a part four; we are kind of our own thing that still lives in the great legacy that is beyond just the last three movies, but also all the way to 1968, where this franchise really, as a cinematic experience, really began. So hopefully, we threaded that needle where we're both, like I said it before, but we're both a prequel and a sequel at the same time in a strange way. But there's so much gas in the tank of this franchise. There's so much story to tell that we just get to you know create a new chapter and what is hopefully a long, long story that can still be told.
And as a director, seeing that, are you seeing when you're visioning, saying, "Okay, I want to tell this story, this not a prequel, but not a sequel, just this amazing separate piece that does have these interconnected threads to it." Are you seeing the end first of another sequel? Have you seen the end of the third movie to yours? Are you seeing the end of the first? Like, what's the first vision that comes to your mind and say, "That's it. Let's go write three films to this."
Actually, in a weird way, my process usually has to do a lot with the visual side of things. Like, we start working on the script, of course, and doing all that work, but I find myself needing artwork. So I have really, really talented, conceptual artist friends who do fantastic work. And there was one image that we released online, I don't know, in the very beginning of this whole process with this ape, in this world of ruins with an eagle landing on his arm.
Mhm.
And it captured for me, like, that was one of the first images that we did. That really captured the kind of experience of this movie. It's about a young ape who's unfamiliar with the truth about the world around him. And it's about him setting out on this grand adventure to kind of learn about the world, what came before, what could possibly come next.
Mhm.
And it's like I said, it's about rediscovery. It's about kind of this big adventure about learning, growing up essentially. And so I hope fans will appreciate kind of a new tone, a new story set in the universe that they're very, you know, excited to see and revisit. You know,
I really think they will after seeing what we saw in that room.
hope so. I
It's
do
gonna-
think it's some of the best CG that's ever been done.
I could agree. We said that on stage, and I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
he's right. Like this, it's incredible. But to that, I want to before we get out of here, I want to do a little quick this or that, just a
Okay.
little quick thing. Caesar or Noah?
Oh, that's a hard one. What have you done? I don't know. Like I'm Team Noah now because I
Okay.
love O&T and what he's done, brought this thing to us, and he is spiritually he is kind of Caesar. Let's
Okay.
say that. So it's kind of in a weird way. You're choosing Noah, you're choosing Caesar too.
Very true. Saxophone or flute?
Saxophone. I played a saxophone in middle school.
Tenor or alto? Or
Alto.
alto? Okay, I was a tenor, so that's okay,
Nice.
that's sweet. Nintendo or Sega?
Nintendo,
Oh, okay.
for sure.
Yeah, just making sure. So, have you crafted the? Have you heard the sounds to Link yet?
No comment.
That's what
Sorry.
I was trying to get out you now. But thank you for your time.
I think the Nintendo ninjas will come out and if I say anything, but yes,
That was it. Thank you for your time, man. I really appreciate it.
appreciate it. Yeah.